friends, welcome to my channel. Today I am going to discuss 20 important multiple choice questions on the topic business environment and international trade. If you are not subscribed to my channel, please head over to Learn and Development channel page and hit subscribe button. Let us start the first question. Who is responsible for presenting the union budget before the parliament? Options are Prime Minister, Finance Minister, RBI Governor, none of these. The Union Budget is presenting in Parliament every year by the Finance Minister to the benefit of society. As all of you know that the present Finance Minister is Srimati Nirmala Sitharaman. So the correct answer is Finance Minister. Next question. The pre-liberalization era of Indian economy was under the grip of unemployment, underemployment, fiscal deficit, unfavorable and alarming balance of payment. This era is begun at the time of independence in 1947 and lasted till the introduction of new economic policy in 1991. The new economic policy was initiated in 1991 with the goal of making the economy more market and service oriented and to eradicate the unfavorable and alarming balance of payment. So the correct answer is unfavorable and alarming balance of payment. Next question. Which among the following is not opened for private sector participation? Railways, power sector, telecommunication sector, education sector. Many public sector have been shifted their ownership to the private sectors. For example, we can find Reliance Power, Adani Power comes under the power sectors, then telecommunications are Airtel, Jio, etc., as well as private schools and colleges. But the railway department is undertaken by the public sector. Next question. Who is concerned with the auditing of the receipts and expenditure of the state and central government? Accountant General, Reserve Bank of India, Comptroller and Auditor General, none of the above. Comptroller and Auditor General is an authority established by Article 148 of the Constitution of India, which audits all receipts and expenditure of the government. It is also the external auditor of the government-owned corporations. Mr. Rajiv Maharishi is the current 13th Comptroller and Auditor General of India. So the right answer is Comptroller and Auditor General of India. Next question. Consider the following statements and identify the right one. First statement. SDR cannot voluntarily be exchanged among members for currencies. And next statement, US is the largest member of IMF. The SDR, that means Special Drawing Rights, is an international reserve asset created by the International Monetary Fund in 1969. So, SDR can be exchanged for freely usable currencies. Likewise, the International Monetary Fund's largest member is the United States with a fixed share of SDR 83 billion. Here, SDRs cannot voluntarily be exchanged among members for currencies is the wrong statement. So, the right answer is a second only. Next question. The investment in productive assets and participation in management as stakeholders in business enterprises is a special drawing rights, financial investors institutions, balance of payment, foreign direct investment. A foreign direct investment is an investment made by a firm or individual in one country into business interest located in another country. Generally, FDI takes place when an investor establishes foreign business operations or acquires foreign business assets in a foreign company. Hence, FDI is a productive asset. So, the right answer is FDI. Next question is, a change in the exchange rate will change the amount of local currency receivable on a bill denominated in a foreign currency. The risk involved is foreign exchange risk, import risk, transaction risk, monetary risk. It's a foreign exchange risk. Foreign exchange risk is a financial risk that exists when a financial transaction is denominated in a currency other than the domestic currencies of the company. So, the right answer is foreign exchange risk. Next question is, Jan Dhan Yojana is a scheme of economic empowerment, poverty alleviation, financial inclusion, social upliftment. Pradhan Mantri Jan Dhan Yojana is a financial inclusion program of the Government of India, open to Indian citizens. It aims to expand affordable access to financial services such as bank account, remittances, credit, insurance and pensions. The Pradhan Mantri Jan Dhan Yojana is launched by Prime Minister Narendra Modi on 28th August 2014. Next question is, the Government of India lifted the ban on export of paracetamol active pharmaceutical ingredients on 28th May 2020, 15th March 2020, 5th May 2020, 22nd April 2020. Due to COVID-19, Indian government lifted the ban on export of paracetamol active pharmaceutical ingredients on 28th May 2020. Next question. Which of the following is known as soft loan window of the World Bank? IFC, IBRD, IDA, MIGA. The International Development Association, that is IDA, is an international financial institution which offers concessional loans and grants to the world's poorest developing countries. So, the right answer is IDA. Next question. International Monetary Fund, World Bank and World Trade Organization have collectively launched report Trade Integration and Inclusive Growth, Reinvigorating Trade and Inclusive Growth, Trade Integration and Exclusive Growth, Reinvigorating Trade and Exclusive Growth. International Monetary Fund, World Bank and World Trade Organizations have collectively launched report Reinvigorating Trade and Inclusive Growth. In this report, all three international organizations have sought liberalization of global service sector. The trade in service sector has potential of contributing particularly to productivity growth and economic growth overall. So, here is a correct answer is reinvigorating trade and inclusive growth. Next question. Which sector got priority in the first 5-year plan? Agriculture, industrial, infrastructure, communication. First, Indian Prime Minister Jawaharlal Nehru presented the first 5-year plan to the Parliament of India. It is launched in the year 1951, which mainly focused in development of the primary sector. Hence, first 5-year plan is strongly supported agriculture production. So, the right answer is agriculture. Next question. Globalization means? Options are setting of firms branches in other countries, earning profit from exports, attracting foreign investment, adopting a global outlook. Globalization is the process of interaction and integration among people, companies and governments worldwide. They are adopting a global outlook. Next question. A tariff increases the volume of trade, reduces the volume of trade, has no effect on volume of trade, A and B only. A tariff always increases the prices of imported goods. When tariff imposes on imported goods, it reduces the volume of trade. Next question. Who is the President of National Development Council? Finance Minister, RBI Governor, Prime Minister, Supreme Court Judge. National Development Council is presided over by the Prime Minister of India. It also includes all union ministers, chief ministers of all the states and administrators of union territories and the member of a Niti Aayog. So the right answer is Prime Minister. Next question. Which committee recommended the enactment of the Competition Act? Options are High Level Committee on Competition Policy and Law, a Committee on Law and Order, a Central Committee for Research and Policy, and none of the above. The Competition Act 2002 was enacted by the Parliament of India and governs Indian competition law. So the right answer is High Level Committee on Competition Policy and Law. Next question. Company images and brand equity is factor affecting business. Externally, internally, government policy, none of the above. External factors such as socio-cultural environment, economic environment, political and legal environment, demographic environment are influencing on company image and brand equity. So the right answer is external. Next question. Which of the following does not fall within the jurisdiction of MRTP Commission? Options are prevention of monopolistic trade practice, prevention of restrictive trade practice, prohibition of unfair trade practice, regulation of combination. The Monopolistic and Restrictive Trade Practice Act 1969 was enacted to ensure that the operation of the economic system does not result in the concentration of economic power in hands of few and to provide for the control of monopolies and to prohibit monopolistic and restrictive trade practices. So the right answer is regulation of combination. Next question. Assertion. The new industrial policy was announced on July 24, 1991. Reason. The new industrial policy was announced by the VP Singh government. Options are both A and R true and R is the correct explanation of A. Both A and R true but R is not the correct explanation of A. A is true but R is false. A is false but R is true. Here both the statements are true. The new industrial policy was announced on July 24, 1991 as well as the new industrial policy was announced by the VP Singh government. So the right answer is both A and R true and R is the correct explanation of A. Next question. The concept of small scale industries was brought to the force by the Industrial Policy Resolution 1948, Industrial Policy Resolution 1956, Industrial Policy Statement 1977, none of the above. 1977 Industrial Policy defined a tiny unit as a unit with investment in machinery and equipment up to Rs 1 lakh and situated in towns or villages with a population of less than 50,000. So the right answer is Industrial Policy Statement 1977. Thank you so much for watching my video. Well, I just want to wish you best of luck for your upcoming exam. Okay, bye-bye. Take care.